Kia ora, I'm Shannon from the Tauranga City Libraries. Today I'm going to be showing you how to download and access ebooks and e-audiobooks for free through our Tauranga City Libraries website. The first thing we need to do is visit our website, which is library.tauranga.govt.nz. Once you're on our homepage, we want to be looking for the link called Digital Library. By being a member of the Tauranga City Libraries, you have access to a whole range of e-audiobooks, e-books, e-newspapers, e-magazines, and a huge range of online resources, whether it's to study or to get you into employment or just to further your education. These resources are available most of the time for free by being a member of the Tauranga City Libraries. But for today, we want to have a look at our collection in BorrowBox. Once you click on the BorrowBox link, it should take you to a page that looks like this. Okay, at this page, we can do a number of things. We can browse the BorrowBox collection, which we'll do shortly. It also gives you information about downloading the app, which is available on Android and at the App Store. There's some frequently asked questions and further information about using a computer or an e-reader device such as Kobo. And if you need any further help, we do offer free lessons. Once the Tauranga City Library is back up and running, we'd be more than happy to come and help you out. Right, for now, we want to click on the Browse the BorrowBox collection. Excellent. So BorrowBox has a great range of ebooks and e-audiobooks available, and as a member of the library, you have access to 4 ebooks and 4 e-audiobooks at a time, completely free of charge. So in this video, we're going to cover a few steps. The first step will be signing into your library account. Then we'll be able to have a look at your account. We'll start browsing the catalogue. We'll show you how to borrow a book or reserve a book. Then we'll also show you how to return a book. In another video that I'll upload shortly, we'll actually look at downloading digital editions, which is the ADOBE software which you'll need to download in order to be able to read the book. Okay, so stay tuned, and the next section of this video we will look at signing into your account. Right, before we start browsing the collection and deciding what books we might want to reserve or borrow, we need to sign in. So I want you to click on the sign in button here. Once it takes you to this page, you will need your library ID barcode, which you can find on the back of your Tauranga City Libraries card. You'll also need your 4-digit PIN, which you would have applied to the card when you first set up your account. Once you've entered those in, we're just going to click sign in. And now I want you to click on this link here, just called My Account. Great. In this page, we can actually view all of the current loans that we have or any reserves that we've placed on any books. We can also check out our loan history. This is particularly useful if you're not sure whether you've read something or not. And just in this section here, it tells you how many loans or reserves you have available. So for me, because I don't have anything active at the moment, I still have 4 e-audiobooks and 4 ebooks available to loan if I wish. Now guys, if you're having any problems or you have any queries while you're trying to use the BorrowBox website, please feel free to email me at this address, shannon.bristow@tauranga.govt.nz, and I'll endeavour to get back to you as soon as I can. Great! Now that you're all signed in, we can actually start having a look at the catalogue. So we've got 2 options to take us back. We can either specifically look at e-audiobooks or ebooks, or if we want to browse the whole collection, we can simply click on the Start link here. Wonderful, that takes us back to the catalogue now, and we can just manually search for any books that we might be interested in. If I was wanting to look at more of the new ebook releases, I can just click on these little links here, more, and it will give me a range of options. From here I can actually see if the book is available or if it's not. So if a book is on loan, you can place a reserve on it. This gives you a rough idea of when the book will become available, providing it's not reissued. If I decide I might be interested in this book, what I can do is click the preview link here. That will give me access to the first few pages of the book, and I should be able to make my mind up whether I want to reserve it or not. Great. If you want to do a more advanced search, what you can do is search for a keyword that might be in the title of the book, or you can actually search by author or title here as well. Okay, have fun browsing. In the next part of this video, I'll show you how we can place a reserve or borrow a book, and then we'll look at how you can return it once you're finished reading it. Great, see you soon. Great, so now I've had a really good browse of the BorrowBox collection, and I'm ready to issue some books. So the book that I'm going to issue at the moment is The Other Bennett Sister. Now, while you're browsing, if you've actually noticed that there are some other books that you're interested in that are currently issued, you can place a reserve on them by clicking on this button here. Once you've done that and confirmed it, you'll actually receive an email when it's ready for download. But for today, I'm going to borrow this book here by simply clicking on this borrow button. Once I've clicked on the borrow button, I'll need to confirm my ebook loan. Remember, I'll have the book for 14 days. Now, if I do read it before the 14 days is up, I can return it. Otherwise, it will just expire after that 14-day period. Great, so now we've issued our ebook. It is ready for downloading so that we can view it on our computer at any time, and we don't need to have a connection to the internet. Right, what we do need to do is download some software to be able to read it. Now, the recommended software is called ADOBE Digital Editions, and there is a link to download it here. It says download it now. So we're going to click on that now and follow the prompts to actually setting up and installing the software on your PC. So click on this link, download it now. And that will take you through to the Adobe website. Now, depending on the type of computer you have, you'll need to select the right type of software. Now, I have a Windows computer as opposed to an Apple computer, so I'm going to click on the link here for a Windows version. Great. Now, what Windows does with downloaded software is it usually just sticks it down here in this downloads bar as it's downloading. If you can't see it in that bar, you will need to open up your File Explorer folder. Click on the Downloads folder, and then you should be able to find it in here. Great, now we can see that the software is ready to install. We can simply click on this link and we'll run through the prompts to have it set up on our computer. We'll do need to accept the license agreement. Fantastic. While Adobe Digital Editions is being set up on your computer, you will need to think of a username and a password for Adobe if you don't have one already. Now that we've successfully installed Adobe Digital Editions, we can start using it by logging in and authorizing our computer. So we need to click on the Help menu and click Authorize Computer. Now, if you don't already have an Adobe ID account, you can click on this link here to create one, and you will need to use a valid email address and create a password to do so. Because I have one, I'm going to simply log in. Now, you've seen this email address before, and the same thing goes. If you struggle at any time or need assistance to do this download, please don't hesitate to email me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Fantastic. Now our computer is authorized. We should be able to head back over to the BorrowBox website. Now that we're back at the BorrowBox website, I want you to click on My Account so that we can view the books that we've just issued. In our case, it was The Other Bennett Sister. Now that it's issued, you can see here it's available for download. Now that I've got the Adobe Digital Edition software downloaded, I should be able to do this and read the book with no problems. Great. I want to download for e-reader. Great, and following that same principle as before, now that the download is sitting here in our downloads folder, I should be able to simply click on that. If that doesn't appear, it will be sitting in my downloaded folder. Once you've downloaded the book and clicked on that link, it should automatically open in Adobe Digital Editions. If it doesn't, you will need to click on the File link here, click Add to Library, and then find the book in your Downloads folder. Great, but now I have The Other Bennett Sister sitting here ready for me to read, and because Adobe actually links to our library account, you can see here it tells me that I have 13 days to read this book. So in order for me to read it, I can just simply click on this read link here, and then I can work my way through the book. Okay, now that I've finished reading the ebook that I issued, The Other Bennett Sister, I've decided I want to return it. So what I need to do to return this book is simply right-click on the thumbnail, and I can just click on Return Borrowed Item. It will double check that I am wanting to return this book. Great. And now it's removed from my bookshelf and my library, and it should have come off my account for Tauranga City Library's website. And here we can see that it's no longer an active loan, and it's sitting in my loan history, which means it's been returned and it's available for somebody else to borrow now. Wonderful. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video, and like I've said previously, if you have any queries at all, don't hesitate to email me or visit our website for contact details if you prefer to phone.